my name's Steve Ruffley, owner of TraderMaker.com. This is my official add-on for MetaStock, TraderMaker PRO. A little bit about myself. I'm the Chief Market Strategist of InterTrader.com. I've run a lot of education for them over the last 3 years. I've done 36 consecutive non-farm payrolls where I've only ever lost once. Trying to bring my education to all levels of traders. I've been a trader myself for over a decade, but in that time I've also been a risk manager at Refco and managed Schneider's in the City of London, which is the biggest trading floor in Europe. So a lot of wealth of experience of my own, and also from mentoring other professional traders. So the add-on is designed to give you an enhancement to MetaStock and give you a professional series of layouts, understand the charts, how they need to be looked at. You get a whole suite of indicators. You'll get overextended markets and my own expert commentary. You'll also be able to search through the Power Console for all the trade calls that I would make. Now, the powerful thing about this system is that you are still the trader. You make all your own trade calls. What you do get is the benefit of having somebody to back you up. So unlike in the trading arcades and institutions, you have a risk manager, analysts. We don't have that when you're a private trader. So the system's designed to be that helping hand, to give you that backup. So everything in the expert commentary is all the things that other traders in the market know. Everything within the charts is what I know. One of the common mistakes people make when they're trading is having too much information on the charts, but also spending too much time developing a system that they think nobody else can ever work out or will only work for them. The whole reason why technical analysis works is because of the self-fulfilling prophecy. So if you know what everyone else is looking at, then you know to trade with them when they're right, against them when they're wrong. This is what my add-on's designed to do. Okay, to use TraderMaker Pro, there's a couple of ways. The first way is just to simply select a chart from the Power Console. Let's look at gold. Okay, so we bring that up. Next, want to look at this on a hourly time frame. I would generally say for intraday trading. Apply a template. Want to apply the TraderMaker template. Attach an expert advisor. Yes, want to attach the TraderMaker Pro. Okay, and then open a new chart. So there we have gold. The first thing you're going to want to do is probably rescale and zoom in because that's how MetaStock opens up the charts. So rescale the y-axis, already looks a lot better. So if you don't have the expert commentary here, you can just find that in the view expert commentary. Okay, once the expert's attached, this trade view fills with data. So this is everything the market looks at, everything that the market will be looking for, and that's market participants. So it's key areas of support, key areas of resistance, things like the RSI, MACD and stochastics. These are broken down into simple what the average guy out there is looking for. They're looking for the stochastics are all buys, the MACDs are all sells, the RSI are all neutral. So that doesn't really tell you much, but that just means if there's no corresponding tie-up with these indicators, it's probably just best to discount them. So we can see that gold is clearly breaking up, and this starts with one of my bull indicators here. So as I say, everything here is what the market is looking at: key resistance, key support, and at the bottom is the overall sentiment of the market. So again, it's something to keep an eye out, because if we're particularly bearish and the market's still pushing up, people are going to get caught short. Okay, so that's people that are taking a short position based upon, again, things I look at, this reversal arrow here. And again, these things are printed in on the actual candle. So you've got all this space and all this trading time to actually get short and to make something of this up move retracing. So the bull and bears that you will see are when the market, with that candle, it is trapping in bulls or bears. So it's not to say the market's necessarily going to go down when you see a bear arrow, or up when it's going to see a bull arrow. It's just that in that time frame and that candle, you have more of that type of trader than the other. So when it does work, it works very, very nice. Here we see a lot of bears in the market, push all the way down till we see a bull symbol come back in, then the market's a push back up. So nice, easy trades. The majority of them do pick the bottom of the markets and give you an idea of what the majority of traders are going to do in that candle and how they're going to push the market. So the reversals are a bit of a stronger signal. You don't see many of them, but they generally come at the top or the bottom of the range and indicate when we're going to see a fundamental shift in the market. So again, we've gone from bullish, the market's creeping into bearish, we've seen a reversal signal on the charts, so what we do is look for some key support levels for the market to sell back down to. Okay, so it's as simple as that. I do have an example of just how you can fill in these lines, so I'll just bring up another chart that I made earlier. So basically, when you look at the charts in this way, there's all the different time frames you can look at. Okay, so I would say when you're intraday trading, my whole philosophy is all time frame trading is what it's all about. People always ask me what time frame I use for trading. Well, I say, well, I use them all, but I will use levels from the monthly charts, the weekly charts, the daily charts to give my charts some substance, but then I'll trade from the hourly charts for my intraday entry and exit points. Okay, so that's what we're doing. We can basically go from the weekly chart, which is this, pick out the key support and resistance levels. Some levels will be the same. That just means they're doubly important. They're filtered through other time frames. So we go pick the best levels out from the weekly, which we have done here, the blue lines. Go to the dailies, pick out the key levels, which will be the red lines. Then we go onto the hourly chart in order to trade. So that again is how we're going to pick our entry and exit within the market. So just rescale that. So you start to see that it looks a little bit more user friendly now. That when the market here rejects this key level of daily support and we get the reverse signal, the market then sells off. Okay, so it's not going to be the greatest trade we've ever made, but it's a good, safe trade. We've got a point where the market's finding overall resistance, a reversal signal coming into the market. The market's, finished its bull run and heavily extended, so we know there's going to be profit taking. So we just use these areas and these levels of intraday support to try and pick out our exit for that short-term trade. Okay, so that's how you can use TraderMaker Pro just off your own charts and in specific scenarios. If you want to use TraderMaker Pro as I've designed it, then it's probably better to use it with the templates that I've supplied. Okay, so we have a lot of templates here that you can use. This again is just from years and years and years of looking at the markets and experience. So we have an overview of markets, we have a single product with the commentary, just like the example we've gone through, or you can have 4 products that you can go through the charts and flick through the commentary. Or then we've got the signals from monthly for the commodities. Again, all this wealth of predefined setup charts with everything you'll want to know all put together neatly. So if you just want to look at the overview, for instance, again, we've already set the expert commentary to come up, so we don't need that on this particular view, so we'll just close that down. So this is an overview of the market, so all the things I'd look at, the dollar versus the Japanese yen, gold, the FTSE 100, the Euro stocks and the S&P, and you can see how again you just get these nice clear signals. Okay, nice reversal, bears come into the market, good, high percentage edge trades. Gold we've already gone through. S&P 500 bears, a bull candle, the bears getting pushed out of the market and more buyers come into the market. So again, when you're just looking at the markets through my templates, you're just looking at what I would look at. And again, so they're all generally hourly charts, but the signals are nice and clear. All the signals will come through in all the different time frames, but remember, the higher the time frame, the bigger and stronger the move. The lower the time frame, so you're using a 15-minute or 5-minute chart, the more signals you'll get, but the more volatile they'll be. Okay, the less you're going to be able to kind of pick out the good trades from just the over trades. So I'd say realistically you have to use the majority of my indicators on hourly and above, but I mean, you're the trader, it's entirely down to you. The indicators work on all time frames. So I'd say that's a good overview, a good understanding of what's happening in the currencies and the main markets. The best way to look at the charts, I would say, is to go through the 4 product commentary. Okay, so this is a good way. So pick your 4 favorite products. So we've got things trending like the euro against the pound, is heavily trading up at the minute. We've got the FTSE, the S&P, the Euro stocks, things that I look at. So a nice mix. So we want to look at the expert commentary because again, remember, this is what the market participants are looking at. Can do this sometimes. You just want to take that dock view away and just gently coax it in, and then that fits in quite nicely. So we've got all our screen set up now for a good safe day's trade. So let's look at the euro. Okay, so the euro is spiking against the pound, so we can look again where the key support and resistance lies. So we want to see where the market could find some good resistance because the market is heavily pushing up. Again, what we'd look through is on the different time scales. So we'd probably look at maybe a daily view to see, you know, what's happening. We don't have any signals. Okay, the bulls and bears, these indicators work very nicely again on the dailies, but we're into bearish territory here. Okay, so the market's looking, you know, for short and to kind of take some profit. So that the harder and more aggressive we go up when there is a red bearish sentiment, the more shorts are going to get pushed out of the market. So again, we're on the daily view, so we try and find some good key resistance, and it looks that 84.66 would be a good level of resistance, because that is printed twice in the resistance section. So that's what the market's going to be looking for. So if we break above that, then we have to look at higher levels of where the market could overextend to and push through. So that's how you build up a basic picture of what's happening. Again, if we're looking at the FTSE, for instance, on the hourlies, a lot of bears have come into the market. We've just seen a reversal candle formation printed. So again, this last one didn't really work out. You know, the market really should have closed higher and gone up. So a lot of the people that were looking at these reverse on a swing of this down move have been caught. The market's overextended. So this could be the period down here in the FTSE where the market could now reverse and come back into the range. Of course, if you want to take advantage of the bull-bear signals and the reversal signals, you don't have to just open them up on the charts. You can use the Power Console again and the Explorer, very, very powerful tool in order to be able to search for all the things that I look for. So again, you want to be looking for the bull-bear signals, or the reversal signals, or Bollinger Band break or touch, which is quite interesting. Generally, if we break the upper Bollinger Band, you will get a Fibonacci scenario. So if you search for that particular indicator, then when you do open up the expert, you will get a separate set of Fibonacci rules, and the key 50% will be generally where the market will look to retrace to after it's overextended. So you just use the TraderMaker Pro Signal Explorer. Next, you know, choose the products that you want to see it on, and again, when you bring up the results, it will show you the 3 main indicators in my charts that I use. So again, very, very powerful. MetaStock has literally thousands of products that you can search by. So that's another way of getting the information of what I look for in charts out of your trading. So what I would say is that the best way to look at the markets is to pick up 2, 3, 4 of your favorite products you like to trade. Okay, attach the expert, and you get all the information, the bull, bears, and reversals that I always look for. And again, if you ever see the markets heavily extending up, you will see the Fibonacci alert turn on, and you will get a whole new set of levels to use for your trading. Everything the market's looking at in its own terms, from a trading perspective, is held outside of the charts. So that, again, if the indicator is saying sell, 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 and the markets are going heavily up in a bullish direction, you know that people are caught short. So you don't want to just necessarily start selling yet. Let the emphasis, you know, go out of the market of the bull direction, and then wait for an optimal point to sell. Okay. So that's TraderMaker Pro. Anything else you'd like to know, I will be holding webinars on MetaStock. If you want to contact me, it's sruffley@tradermaker.com. You can read my blog, you can read any information on the TraderMaker site. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope it brings a lot of use to your trading. Okay, thank you.